We'll remind you we're waiting top of the hour. Senator Al Franken, Democrat of Minnesota, right there at the Hart Senate Office Building to address reporters here in Washington. Senator Franken dealing with allegations that he has groped women during photo opportunities. Again, CNN will bring you live coverage of that coming up at the top of the hour. Another big Capitol Hill drama, call it a deadline deferred. The Senate Judiciary Committee now says Jared Kushner is cooperating and that what had been an ultimatum to turn over documents by today is no more. Kushner's lawyers telling CNN there's now a schedule to produce a vast number of files the committee is looking for. Materials related to Kushner's security clearance at the White House, emails containing the words Clinton, WikiLeaks, and Putin, and information about his campaign communications. There was also word over the Thanksgiving break that attorneys for fired National Security Advisor Michael Flynn have stopped sharing information with the president's legal team. The congressional investigations, of course, are led by Republicans. The special counsel was appointed by the Trump Justice Department. But the president refuses to acknowledge those facts, tweeting Sunday in part, quote, "Since the first day I took office, all you hear is the phony Democrat excuse for losing the election. Russia, Russia, Russia." So a reprieve for Jared Kushner. There had been some tension there. Obviously, they're working that out. Happens in investigations a lot. And then the president's tweet was interesting to me in the sense that as the president's in Mar-a-Lago for Thanksgiving, he's processing this news. He sees all this reporting that his friend, close advisor, now estranged National Security Advisor Michael Flynn, his attorneys have stopped sharing information with the Trump attorneys, which is a common practice among defense attorneys. But one of the hints that might give you is that he's cooperating or negotiating a plea deal of some sort.
Yeah, we don't know what it means yet right now. It could also mean that charges could be coming soon to Michael Flynn, also could be problematic for the president. It's clear that these investigations are moving closer and closer to his inner circle, both on Capitol Hill and Mueller's team. Going to move forward with his investigations of senior White House staff on the Mueller side. And on Capitol Hill, these investigations could presumably bring in his son, Donald Trump Jr., to finally come and meet with some of these committees about what happened in that June 2016 meeting with the Russians. Clearly, the president recognizes, the White House certainly does, that pressure is intensifying on this probe.
And he can't separate himself from Flynn the way he could or tried from Manafort, saying, he was only on the campaign for a short amount of time, et cetera. I mean, Flynn was actually in the White House. So that is a much trickier issue for the president and his staff.
Can someone... Jared Kushner, the president's son-in-law, Ivanka Trump, have been part of the drama of Washington since the administration came to power. What do they do? What are their roles? How influential are they? Two stories in the New York Times and the Washington Post this weekend about Jared Kushner. Has his role changed? Is he more behind the scenes now? Including this to the Washington Post. During the campaign, I was more like a fox than a hedgehog. I was more of a generalist. When I got to D.C., I became more like the hedgehog, where it was taking issues you care deeply about, going deep and devoting the time, energy, and resources to trying to drive change. Help me.
I really didn't know that hedgehogs are known for diving deep on issues, so I didn't make a...
Well, I think what he's trying to say is this, that when Reince Priebus was chief of staff, he had free reign to jump from one issue to another, and now John Kelly has restricted Kushner to working on a discrete set of issues, including bringing peace to the Middle East. So he still has an important role in this White House, but he now reports to some